the East Coast, West Coast, around the world. This is Coast to Coast. We got Thursday Night Football coming tonight. Dodgers advance. A lot going on. How's it going, gentlemen?
And at noon today, it is the first ever. Well, it may not be the first ever, but it's the the first NBA game since I care so much about basketball, and so does the rest of this panel.
And they're playing
the Sixers versus the Knicks in Abu Dhabi.
Okay. Is it another one of the weird ones where it's like a week ahead of everybody else starting, or?
Well, it's a preseason game, so who cares?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just find that a lot of leagues, when they do an overseas game, it's kind of out of sequence with the rest of the league, right? Kind of like when the Dodgers
I don't
open
see
the
any other
season
NBA games. There's like no other NBA games, so I suspect that this could be. Let me go check into the NBA category here. And
it's happening when? Yeah, Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, the Reds. We'll end up talking about it, but yeah, the Reds. Like that was the one team you're like, yeah, they don't really stand a chance. What's happening, Troy?
Yeah, this is the first game of the season. The Sixers versus the Knicks. And they play in Melbourne tomorrow.
Okay.
The Pelicans play in Melbourne tomorrow. And then the Suns and then the Knicks. Actually, the Knicks and the Sixers are playing 2 games in Abu Dhabi. Today and Saturday.
And those are games that count, or are preseason type games?
Preseason.
Okay.
And then actually, the Suns and the Nets on October 10th will be playing in China.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
My internet was fine. That yesterday was all StreamYard. I think that they were on.
Okay.
Trying to figure some stuff out.
Well, I hope they succeed because their product is
yes.
So, and it's too bad because, I used to give them glowing reviews.
Yeah, not anymore.
It used to be the best one out there, and now it's just like, what are we doing? So, only, mildly frustrating.
So, I mean, obviously, 3 of the 4 series went to the third game.
Yep.
The Guardians came back strong, 6-1. Padres shut out the Cubs. The Yankees barely squeezed by the Red Sox. And the Dodgers overcome some ridiculous play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like first inning, he fumbled, and you knew that they were going to score runs off of that.
Oh, yeah.
The Reds did not stick to the program, though. You could have gotten Yamamoto out sooner had you just got to go to the plate with a plan and learn that maybe, just maybe, you need to have the bat on your shoulders for the first 2 pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they weren't working them enough either.
It's like you got to learn that pretty quickly. You had him up to 26 pitches in the first inning.
Yeah.
By the third inning, he was at 40. That's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah. Doesn't matter now. And listen, I like beating the Dodgers.
Yep. Well, I mean, again, with all the teams that made it to the playoffs, the Reds were the one that I was like, yeah, they feel like the first one to exit, right? I mean, them and Detroit were really the 2 that I was like, yeah, I don't like your odds in this playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Detroit won game 1.
They do.
It'll be interesting today because these guys are both their number 3 starters. So
Mhm.
it's going to depend on quick hooks and bullpen day.
Yep. Yeah, the game that was interesting was the Yankees game. There were so many stranded runners in that game.
Yeah.
Like it was like there were bases loaded for
Yeah.
both teams multiple times that resulted in nothing.
Heck,
Yeah.
well, the Reds, that was something else they did.
Yeah.
I mean, literally bases loaded, no outs, no runs,
Yes.
0. Can't do that. Cannot do that at all.
Well, and not only were they no runs, but they were like extended plate appearances, right? Like they were fouling them off, and like they just couldn't get them in play. Like it was it was weird. It was baseball yesterday was entertaining, but kind of strange.
In general, yeah. I even the first 2 runs, the way he swung that bat, like he got lucky to
Yeah, he
score
just
those
slapped at it.
2 runs. Yeah, and it was like such a weirdo slap.
Yeah.
Like it was just that. I mean,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
ugly
almost
in
like-
that first.
It was almost like he's like, oh, that one's gonna break my fingers. Yeah, no, it was excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of weird play and like weird errors too.
Right.
You know, just what looked like a routine scoop up the ball, bounces off the glove, then almost trips over the ball. And I mean, it was, you know, some National Lampoons type stuff. So I don't know. There was, it was strange, but you know, it was a whole day of baseball. I do appreciate that.
Do you think maybe it was just because maybe the players are just kind of tightening up a little bit because they know that we're in the playoffs now, and maybe they're just being a little bit. Maybe it's affecting them just a little bit.
It was a closeout game, so
Yeah,
you know, there's that. But even still, I mean, most of these players have been in high pressure moments. It's not like this
right.
is unique for most of them. So,
Right.
you know, some of the guys maybe, but I mean, for the most part, the teams that have been here have had players in these situations, right? So it's
Yeah.
31,000 for an intra-squad game.
yeah,
That's actually,
that's impressive.
you know, exactly. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be 47,000 fans, and you know, the good thing about us only having the bye is that a couple years ago when we had the wild card games and then went to the NLCS, the fans got tired.
Yeah, I remember
Because
you told me that.
Yeah, it was. I just remember it was just like we got exhausted, and we were not as
Energized.
loud,
Yeah.
as loud in that game 6 and game 7 that we lost. And I feel like energy is real. You know, electricity, you know, between fans and everything is real. And it was impossible for these guys to think in
Mhm.
2022. You know, when they came, you know, it's like the Braves are like, you know, with Strider saying, "Oh, I wish we didn't even have to have fans in the stadium," and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Like they were nervous to come there because you couldn't hear.
Mhm.
It was that loud. We're going to need it that loud. I want that type of energy. You know, so I need us to take the first 2 against the Dodgers at home, and I want to win it in game 4 out there. Like, yeah, if we could sweep them, that'd be even more amazing. But I want it. You know, I want us to win in game 4. I don't want a game 5.
Yep.
You know,
No, I mean, energy is definitely real, especially noise. I mean, when you think of, you know, here in Seattle, right? The Seahawks are always in the top couple of teams for opposing false starts because the other team can't hear. So, I mean, it definitely affects the game, no question. And they also feed on it, right? I mean, there's nothing better than a big play or, you know, in baseball, like a home run or something like that, where the whole stadium just erupts, and you're just like, oh, okay, like let's go.
Yeah.
So it's a huge factor.
Yeah, I kind of expect that Seattle's going to be in that same boat.
It'll be
Yeah.
loud.
You know, and that's the other purpose on having that closed. You should
the
have
roof?
the roof closed.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
it's funny because you don't need it because of the way the awnings are. It still angles it back down to the field. Like it gets loud anyway.
I hear you, but it'll be a lot louder with the roof closed.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm with you. As it sits right now, it looks like it's supposed to be decent weather, so the roof will probably be open. But, you know, it's October, and that could change by later today. So, yeah, tough to say. But if it's sunny, it'll be open. But, yeah, if it's even if it's threatening rain, they'll shut it.
I am not
Yeah.
worried about Ohtani pitching. I am not worried at all about Ohtani starting game one. Actually, I feel like that sets the stage. We come out there and beat him up in the first couple of innings. That could set the stage for the rest of the series in general. And if they're going to have him lead off, I still go back to what I was saying. You want to set the precedent right away. You want to be buzzing him back off
Yeah.
of the plate. Like that's what I want. I want to see them go a little, you know, after him. I want us to go after him. And the other thing is that we're going to be pitching probably 4 left-handers in this series.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be Sanchez, Suarez, Luzardo, Nola in game 4, and then Sanchez again for game 5.
No, I'm with you about going after guys, especially early, right? Set that tone. It was something, you know, one of my coaches always told me. They're like, hey, if you're going to go get a penalty, make it big, make it count, make it early, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
100%.
so if you're going to go light someone up, if it's a questionable hit and you're going to get flagged, take the 15-yarder because they're not going to want to catch anything the rest of the day because you know it hurt.
Yeah.
You know, I don't say plug him.
No. But you buzz him.
I
Right?
definitely you buzz
Yeah.
him. You buzz him. You make him nervous.
Look for low and away, but watch out for in your ear.
Was it? Yeah, high and tight, baby, high and tight.
Exactly. Like I'm almost going after his shoulder because I also don't want to go after his elbow. You know what I mean? That's the other thing I
Yeah.
don't want to do. Like I'm not trying to hurt this guy like that. This guy is a talent. I want him playing. I want to beat him.
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. You don't want to have any of those conversations after the fact. They're like, well, if this guy was healthy, if you guys wouldn't have plugged him, you know, all of that. You're like, no, you want to beat the best teams.
Yeah, with the best people out there.
Yeah,
Sure.
because then there's
That's
no
where all the
question.
bragging rights comes from.
Yeah, because if it's like, oh, well, you beat up on a team that all their stars were out, it's like, yeah, I mean, even if you're the team that won, you're like, yeah, I don't know if we'd have won. Like, I like to think we would have, but I don't really know. So if everybody's out there and you beat them, you're just like, yeah, you guys got nothing to say.
Right. And that's exactly the way you want to win. That's what I would want to win.
Exactly. Well, besides, it's so much better if you go out there and you just actually beat the best team. Not, oh, well, we were aided by the fact that we hurt their star and then this other guy got hurt and what, like all of a sudden it just doesn't, that the ring fits the same, but the conversation about it is wildly different.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way I feel though about sometimes about the ones that buy their rings. You know, like for example, the Dodgers. I don't think they're gonna win it this year, but they won it last year. They seem to spend a lot of money on a lot of good people.
Yeah,
And some of the smaller market teams, you know, we have to pretty much we have to draft our success. We're not gonna get the big free agents a lot of the time.
I don't fault the team for that. That's Major League Baseball. That is a problem with baseball in general. If the rules are there so that you can go buy a ring, hey, sorry for your luck. Get better owners. Get someone with deeper pockets, because if the rules, or even basketball, right? They're like, oh, luxury tax, so the cap kind of isn't. And so, yeah, I mean, the ones that are set up to go buy a ring, just get owners with deeper pockets. I mean, because it's not like the smaller market team can't do the same things. They can. They don't, but they can. So
and the problem becomes is that everybody wants to cry poor. But the truth of the matter is that these owners are making millions of dollars on their teams. They could spend more. It's like, truth of the matter is that if this has become, sports in general has become a billionaires thing. Like, it used to be horse racing was the sport of kings. Well, owning a franchise has become the sport of kings. You are a king if you own a franchise. That's just what's real anymore. Like, because you have a castle and almost like a fiefdom. You know what I mean? When you own a team, because you have a lot of people working for you. You've got all these different things happening. Like, it's I am master of all I survey. And let's face it. Patrick, like for Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes has got, he can have those Royals playing pretty well. Houston is like the 5th largest market in the country. To say that you're a small market team is bullshit. Bullshit.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's, I think that it's still, there is more that can be done. I understand that this collective bargaining agreement and the players and everything is going a little bit nuts. I know that Harper's told Manfred to go F himself. Truth of the matter is that it's what Harper doesn't understand is what the Dodgers are doing is like really screwing everything up. So, and you know what's going to happen? And I love this. I love this is that the Dodgers are going to declare bankruptcy in about
no question
8 years.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to get paid.
Yeah.
Or Ohtani's going to wind up owning the team.
Well, the transfer is making bad
to him. They're like, in lieu of payment,
here is our franchise.
Right. And Chad, I'm with you. Let's smash that like button for us.
So also anybody, what's up there? Fantasy Football Podcast. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Will Penn State win their game this weekend? I hope so, because I tell you what, usually when a top 5 team loses a game early in the season, they lose the next game.
Well, and it doesn't help that
Penn
State is just awful against ranked teams.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just over the years, so it's tough to believe in them. Even when they have a great squad, like they find ways to lose important games. So as much as it would be cool to see them really do something, it's hard to be like, oh yeah, they're going to go do this. Appreciate it, Joe. Ill-gotten gains. Yeah. I mean, hey, if you're going to pay them that much, it is what it is, right? Maybe they do. Maybe they do give him the team. Be like gift with purchase.
Joe, before I forget, put in your fantasy pick, or not your fantasy pick, but your suicide pick.
So said, I'll take
Anybody
the
else
Tracy
who's
score
on
100,
here?
Bob.
I need Rob, Moose, Scott, and Frankie, and Paul.
Yeah, and Joe, don't take the Lions because I need them to win. Oh, there you go, Dallas. Dallas. Definitely catching an L. Let's go.
And I don't think he took them.
Rob's in on KC.
Oh my
Kansas
god!
City for Rob. All right.
Hey, you said you'd be down for the Colts, right?
Yes, I have you down for the Colts.
Okay.
I actually took the Colts as well. So
Oh, you did? Nice.
Brad, I do kind of agree with you on that side. I could see the Phillies going all the way.
So this is going to be the World Series.
Yeah.
This series against the Dodgers is the World Series.
I wish it was going to be in the next round, though.
I agree. I wish it was 7 games too. 5 games just doesn't give it enough justice. And I have a feeling that because of this, you'll start to see these series go 7 games now. I think that the reason why they haven't gone 7 games yet, if you notice, they're starting earlier in the season now.
Yeah.
They're starting in March rather than in April. And the reason why is because they're trying to, I don't know if you saw the thing. It was like, hey, it's been 8 months, 187 days and stuff like that. So the 187 days is because it's 162 games and they're trying to give out 25 games off.
Yeah.
But they're also moving it earlier. They're going to be starting this, like literally, I have a feeling somewhere in the neighborhood of like March 21st. That's what they're trying to move to.
Sure.
Because they want to create a 7-game series in this divisional round.
Yeah, I would like it to be a 5-7-7.
Well, that's what it is, 5-7-7.
Well, the first round is 3.
Well, no. You can't do 5. You can't do 5 because that takes too long. It's a full week off. That would kill the 1 and 2 seeds.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, ultimately, you need to have it. It would be 3-7-7-7.
Yeah,
I think that's how that's going to go. You still are going to wind up having that 3-game wild card, and that's all it should be. Is the 3-game wild card? I feel like that's best of 3. Hey, you got home field advantage. That's that. End of story.
Yeah, I guess. Especially because a lot of times you see a team like the Reds in there where you're just like, yeah, I mean, they got here, but, and it's not that you don't think the Brewers have a chance, but they kind of, I don't know. I don't feel like they're going to.
The Brewers, when it comes to the playoffs, if they got to run into the Phillies, I think that they get in their own heads. The Phillies have had their number 2 in the playoffs. Now, again, this year's different than last year. You know what I mean? It's like, who's to say? I know that the Dodgers did everything they could to get to this because they had to play the Phillies, but if they had their choice, they'd much rather play the Brewers.
I will tell you, though, the Brewers have really heated up twice this season. I would like to see them heat up a third time. And I think if they do heat up a third time, they're going to be tough to beat. But they got to heat up.
Like they're a good team. They're a good team, no question. Yeah. In fact, we should go back to the list if you still have it on who we thought was going to make the playoffs at the beginning of the season.
I probably do. I just got to find that.
Well, oddly enough, they're still going to be in postseason play next week, so it doesn't have to be today. That's
I'm
one
sure
of the.
I have it. I know I have it somewhere. I put it up off to the side, and it's right here somewhere.
That's one of those topics that we have a little bit of time. It can marinate a bit.
There's still time to play.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think a Phillies-Seattle series would be amazing.
I tell you, there's been people talking about that here, like in at the bar. They're like, man, I didn't know Seattle's never been to the World Series and blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, I know it sucks for them, but I'd love to see them go out there and see them, and like I said, I know that I have a place to stay.
Yeah, Yeah.
Hey, do the Brewers have a World Series win, or are they without?
So there's 6 teams that haven't won. I don't remember what
Yeah.
the 6 are offhand.
I think the Brewers have gone. They have not won.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm going to find it.
Because I was thinking that would be cool to see Brewers and Seattle go at it. Since neither one of those teams.
So the 6 teams are the Rockies, the Brewers, the Padres, the Mariners, and the Rays.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool to see you guys go against the Brewers. That way, somebody's gonna walk
I
away.
guess
with
there's
the
only 5.
championship.
I guess there's only 5 that have never won.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the Brewers are one of them that don't have it.
Yeah.
So if it ended up being Brewers Seattle, someone new would get it no matter what.
Which is always cool, right? I mean, it's cool to see new teams get it, right? I like to see that.
Hmm?
If I can't get it, I'd like to see somebody else get it that hasn't gotten it.
But yeah, I think Philly Seattle would be an excellent World Series.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that really would be an amazing World Series. Damn it! I thought I had this written down here nicely, saved well.
I mean, you probably do somewhere, and it's probably somewhere safe, hidden from you mostly.
Yeah, right now.
See, if you ever move your couch, a few degrees to the left, and you find the list, you can let us. Hey, I found the list.
Well, no, it would be here on the desk somewhere. So it's oh, hold on. Nope, that's not it. We're getting closer though. I think we're getting closer.
Going back in the archive a little bit.
Oh my lord, just I have like so many different things written down.
I know what you don't have written down though.
Well, you doing your best Dustin impression there? You're just not going to finish the sentence?
Yeah, well, yes, I get started and then I'm like looking and like, all right, this is all right.
So
No, I don't have it yet.
When
It's okay.
this phrase always cracks me up because you have to be a total idiot to keep looking after you found it. So it's always like it's the first place you look. Because if you keep looking, you're kind of dumb. You're like, oh, look at what I found. I found it, but I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay.
Yeah. So some of those
Oh,
phrases.
no,
sense.
that was. I have all our picks for who's going to win football.
Okay.
So, but not baseball. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
So all of us that talked about the Ravens sure didn't get that right. They have looked terrible so far.
Hey, I'm turning out the way they're trending, especially with the injury to Lamar. I would not be surprised if they missed the playoffs. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I actually had Miami going to the playoffs.
Yeah, that ain't happening either.
And I also have the Broncos winning that division, but I don't know that that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rocky start. Yeah,
I tell you, I don't know how many books I have here that I keep pulling out, but
oh yeah, that's me. I have like a stack of binders that I use, and it's like I'm looking for a thing. It's like, yeah, good luck.
Exactly. It's like oh, I got this one, I got this one, I got this one. Yeah, I'm sure I don't need any of this.
And while he looks for that, if you are here in the Pacific Northwest, you can use the QR code on the screen for any of the 3 True Fusion gym locations: Bellevue, Ballard, University Village. Free. You know what? Words are hard today. Free 5-day pass. Any of those locations: Pilates boot camp, yoga bar, and more. Find your edge, True Fusion Gym. And of course, if you are into sports betting, you can do it right alongside us here at Coast to Coast using this QR code here. up to 125% of your first 3 deposits, 10% bet guarantee in case you happen to bet on the Cowboys, Joe. And so use the QR code on the screen, bet alongside us right here for Thursday Night Football. All right.
By the way, Joe said he got his suicide pick on the Rams right last week. I was like, yeah, I guess you did.
There you go. There you go.
But Joe said put him down for the Texans, Pags. Just put him down for the Texans.
I think he used them already.
He did. I just because he always picks the Texans or he picks Dallas.
So Rob, I'm on the Rams for tonight. There's too many injuries for the Niners, right? Divisional game, sure, it's going to be a battle, but the Rams are healthy and the Niners are not. From what I was reading, Purdy is doubtful again this week. So I know he played last week, but apparently it's going to be the Mac Jones show. Pair that with all of the other injuries, and the Rams are probably going to beat him up.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I quit.
Deuces.
I got money on that. 2 o'clock in the morning, we get a group text. I found it.
Not at 2 o'clock in the morning, you won't.
Frankie, Yankees aren't playing tonight. Or I guess they are. They are
They
playing
are
tonight.
playing tonight. They are playing tonight.
Yeah. Hope they lose.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah, I was thinking it was tomorrow, but yeah, no, they do play tonight. So yeah, hope they catch a fat L. So there you go.
I'm going to be using my voodoo doll tonight, so we'll see what happens.
Well, good luck with that.
And,
Yeah.
and Jamie, they have a lot of players out. So
All right. Anyways, since I just gave up on that, such is life. So Frankie, I need your pick. I need your fantasy pick. Scott, if you're in here. And then Paul.
Yep. Everybody get your get those suicide picks in. Yeah, right. He's mad because he can't enjoy October. I mean, it's the first time since 16. Like, I don't feel bad for him.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Frankie. I got the couch right here in Cancun.
No,
and it's
I need your
warm
pick
right
for-
here for you.
I need your pick for your suicide pick.
Yeah, who's still on the winning side here?
You two.
Yep.
Rob and Moose.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we got yours. Joe.
Frankie, who's your suicide pick?
Yeah, we got yours, Joe. Yeah, we're doing the 3-strike rule. You're already on 2 strikes, by the way. So's Paul.
Hey, that means he's batting 500, though. So. I mean, even if you strike out, we're still going to let you play each week. We're just going to see how many L's you can collect.
Yeah, there you go.
You got the Browns over the Vikings?
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do that. Let's go.
You won't be able to choose the Browns anymore after that, so which is probably okay for you.
Yeah, I mean, if there was ever a coin flip kind of game,
Woo!
right?
Dylan Gabriel gets to go.
Yep.
Man.
The battle of the backups.
But you know what, though? It's not a bad thing for Stefanski, I don't feel like, because if you were going to go very far with Flacco anyway, why not find out what you have in Dylan Gabriel and play him now while the season is still early? And if he does pan out, maybe you can slide back into the wild cards side of life. I'd play him right now just to see what the hell he has.
Well, I mean, the thing that's funny about this story, like you knew that Gabriel was probably going to get the start after Flacco was making rookie mistakes. They're going to be like, oh yeah, let's just let the rookie make rookie mistakes. But the thing that is really funny is the Shador fans are losing their minds because Flacco is still the backup, which makes Shador still their third string option. And they are so mad. Like soon as that came out and they're like, oh yeah, Flacco's the backup. I mean, just every platform, they're like, ah, and you're just like, man, like he hasn't shown what they want him to see. Right. Like, I mean, so but it's been funny to watch. It's been funny to watch. If nothing else, the Shador fans have been entertaining.
You know, I heard that Shador didn't want to go to Baltimore. That's why he wound up, because he didn't want to be a long time.
Or the Eagles.
Or the Eagles.
Yeah. But you know what, though? If he would have gone to Baltimore, he'd be starting right now because Lamar is on the shelf.
That's exactly right.
So he kind of screwed himself over.
The thing that's funny is had he gone to the Eagles or Baltimore, it's both franchises that kind of have stuff figured out, right?
Right.
But also, you're the clear number two. Like, I don't want to go there because I don't want to be the backup. It's like, dude, you're splitting reps with the practice squad guy, like as a third stringer.
Yeah.
You somehow went to a worse situation, depth chart wise, and clearly a worse situation when it comes to an organization. So, pretty wild. Pretty wild. And it was funny because nobody even knew about the Eagles thing until Dion talked about it on a podcast.
That's nice.
He's like, oh, oops, let it out of the bag. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, you don't need to make your kid's life harder.
Yeah, I know. He's definitely doing that.
Yeah.
Actually, who cares? Make it harder.
Well, I mean, if your draft room is filled with everything legacy, I mean, or legendary or whatever he had on there, I mean, I don't know. That was just nuts to me. That was just nuts to me. I just think he made himself to be out more of a spectacle at the draft.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that mad at him for building a brand and capitalizing on it while he was in school, but you knew it was going to hurt him coming out, right? Because anytime there's noise, teams don't love that. But yeah, then all of these things that slowly get leaked out, generally by Dion, oddly enough. Because I mean, in fact, the podcast he was on was New Heights, I think, is the one that he dropped that little bombshell of not wanting to go to the Eagles.
Has he been on the New Heights?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I believe. In fact, I know it was because Kelsey's reaction was hilarious. Jason. So
why? How did he react?
Well, because he basically was like, oh yeah, he didn't want to be a backup because he's like, I never learned anything sitting on the bench, and Kelsey thought that was hilarious. The thing that's funny about that is quarterbacks do actually learn a fair amount on the bench. Like a lot of great quarterbacks benefited from sitting for a year. So, maybe that made sense for Dion's position, right? But as a quarterback, there's a whole lot you can learn sitting on the bench.
You didn't know about it until Pags mentioned it to on a podcast, like just now.
Right. That's some cold stuff there, Frankie.
The Skip Bayless of the show. Skip Bayless, when he met me, he couldn't even look me in the face.
Yeah.
He was a weenie.
Yeah, and that's not even true, Frankie, because Dustin doesn't talk enough to be Skip. Half the time he looks like he's going to pass out in his chair.
And he's not a Cowboys fan.
I just want to know how he can say those sentences for so long without ever taking a breath. That dude can rattle off about 100 words without no breaths taken. Not even a period or punctuation. Just
Well, see, that's how you get away from breathing. Is you don't have any of those pauses in your cadence. You're just
and usually at the end of the pause, you get a big gulp.
Hey, listen, he's from Green Bay. Let it just, they're a little different up there.
And Joe, I'm not a Skip fan. I will give him a ton of credit for building an entire career on just like being the troll, right? Like he just puts out sound bites to make people mad. Like he's the original clickbait guy. Is you listen to him talk and he immediately makes people mad, and it made him a ton of money. So I mean, I'm not mad at the approach.
But he's not around anymore. He's fired.
Oddly enough, people tuned into his podcast. Podcasts are big, so we appreciate all of you watching.
Thank you. Yes, except Chris. We haven't seen Chris.
I said I wasn't looking anymore, but I still.
You're still kind of looking, yeah. No, yep. Chris is done with us.
I think
Screw you guys and going home.
No, I mean, hey, listen, I actually do miss Chris because he was giving me like lots of information about a lot of different things.
Oh yeah,
it was just always the morbid stuff. Always the morbid stuff.
Well, that was the thing.
Hey guys, do you know what today's top 10 of dead people are? Let me run down a quick list.
And unfortunately, that's what it became. Because
my God,
before he used to send me stuff, either Messenger or on TikTok or whatever, about like news clips and stuff, and it was actually pretty cool because sometimes I wouldn't have seen them.
Right. Exactly.
And then it turned into like today's dead person. And you're just like, dude, like this is a sports show. Like we want it to be a little bit, lighter than that.
Like a little happy, above ground, not below ground.
Well, I mean, mostly there's just like bad news everywhere all the time already. We don't need to be part of that. If you want bad news, you don't have to look very far. So
no, you don't.
Let's try and keep this light and upbeat. And unfortunately, towards the end there, it just ended up being like this person died and this person died, and then if we didn't talk about it, he'd like flood the chat with it, and you're just like, dude, we get it. You know what? If we don't talk about it right now, he's still probably not going to be alive by the end of the show. Right. So, and if somehow he is, man, that's even a bigger story, isn't it?
Oh, goodness. Yes. What a time to be alive.
And no, Chris didn't return. In fact, he blocked me on every platform possible.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, me too, I think.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we're not for everybody.
But we do miss you.
Like I said, it's a shame because he was really good at filling this, and that's kind of what he did for a living. He was like he's big into cards and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I maybe in the next couple.
Thanks, Wen.
You're on the list, West Coast.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, speaking of which, if you want to talk about a little bit of sad and death, there was a super fan from Detroit who was a good friend. It was a friend, and like she, they called her Hot Tub Sue, and she was part of the Blue Crew, and they would get in hot tub. They'd get a hot tub for every home game. They'd paint it blue with blue dye, and she would get in every home game. It didn't matter how cold it was or anything. And she was hit by a car while riding her motorcycle and did not make it. And it's the whole Lions community. It really is a shame. I don't want to. Obviously, it's not a very good story to tell, and we're talking about death, and I know that we're trying not to do that, but listen, my heart goes out to the Lions super fans and the Lions fan base in general, because you lost a really good one, and senseless, unfortunately.
Well, and I mean, obviously there's the the PSA part of this. Pay attention when you're driving. As a fellow motorcyclist, I've been taken out on the highway before. I got to cartwheel a bike down the freeway because I had a BMW decide he wanted to move into my lane and wipe me out. So yeah, I mean, watch, like, pay attention, get off your phone. When you're driving, drive, right? So please don't hit me on my bike. That's really the main takeaway here.
Yeah. Hey, listen, my girl's got a bike. Like I don't know how to ride a bike, let alone that. So she's got like a monster motorcycle that, most guys would want, and then a different motorcycle that's a little bit more her speed, but not really.
I'll tell you one thing though. Hey, these motorcycle riders out here in Houston, they're getting a little bit more careless though. Bo, I've seen them cut in between, like the right, and they'll go right between cars on the highway.
Yeah,
like 70, and they'll go zoom right between us, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where did he come from?
Me telling people to pay attention doesn't absolve riders from doing dumb stuff.
Right? No, we have to pay attention. But
if a rider's out there doing dumb stuff, like, bad things happen, right? But a really good friend of mine, he passed away about a decade ago now, because somebody decided they wanted to cross the highway and get to a coffee stand, and cut right in front of him, wiped him out on his bike. Right?
That's horrible.
And,
that's horrible.
Yeah,
that's horrible. That is horrible.
So I mean, and that's the thing, is it's just like, pay attention, actually watch where you're going. But yeah, I mean, if a biker's out there and they wipe themselves out because they're doing dumb stuff, I mean, yeah, it happens. So
I do like it when when people ride their motorcycles. Yeah.
What's that?
No, I said I do like it when people ride their motorcycles, like when they're behind me. The good ones will get it like on the edge of it, so I can see them in the mirror, the side mirror. You know what I'm talking about? Rather than running directly behind the car, they'll go off to the side, either the right or the left side, so you can see them in the mirror. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course.
I love it when they do that. It makes it easier to see them, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, so generally, when you're on a bike, you don't want to be squared up directly behind somebody for a few different reasons. You want to be in either the left side or the right side of the lane. One, you can see past the car in front of you, which is helpful. Right. But also, there tends to be oil in the middle of lanes, right? Because that's where cars leak oil. So you kind of want to stay to one side or the other. Plus, if you're riding together, then you can stagger with each other in the same lane. But yeah, I mean, it's if you got somebody that's directly behind you, that's probably a new rider.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Good deal.
But anyway, so there's your public service announcement for the day. Don't drive like an asshole. There you go.
And there you have it.
There you have it. A life skill you can take with you everywhere you go. Man.
Looking on this show, you learn all kinds of stuff on this show.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like if you're just now learning that on this show, you've been driving like a jackass for a long time.
Oh man, but they're out there, Bo. Jackasses are out there.
Oh yeah.
They're definitely out there.
Yes. And knowing is half the battle. We need a little G.I. Joe logo to pop up. For everybody younger than 40, you probably don't get that reference. But
So man, hey, so tonight though is the elimination round for everybody, right? We've already had the Reds get eliminated, but I think isn't tonight. So so tonight's big.
Yeah,
so who was taking in the elimination round?
Today's games are huge. Yeah. I'm not going to get to see the game, but
Tigers Guardians. Who you taking?
I got Detroit. I got Detroit pulling it off. I think that's probably more wishful thinking, because I kind of rather see Detroit than the Guardians. But if I was putting money on it, I'd put it on the Guardians. but I'm picking Detroit.
So they got Jack Flaherty going, who's 8-15 with a 4.64 ERA, going up against Slade Ciccone, who is got a 4.30 ERA. However, Jack has got a lot more strikeouts than Slade.
I gotcha.
I think this is the early hook day across the board. Cubs are going up against Yu Darvish for the Padres, who actually is a really good pitcher. And they're going up against Jameson Talon, who is got a 3.68 ERA. He went 11-7 this season. And I know he was hurt for most of the season, so he's got a 5.38 ERA, but he always pitches pretty well in the playoffs. I'd be willing to bet that he's 5-5 this season. And then in the nightcap, the Red Sox and the Yankees. They got Connolly early, who is got a 2.33 ERA, but he's only pitched 20 innings. So he was an early call-up, I guess, or a late call-up, going against Schlitter, who is Cam Schlitter, who is 4-3 with a 2.96 ERA in 73 innings pitched. Right now, it's the Guardians are a -130. The Cubs are almost like a pick 'em. They're -115, and the Yankees are a -165.
Yeah, I mean that's another one where like I'm picking Boston, but that's more of a I want to see Boston instead of I think they're actually going to win. Like I think the Yankees probably win, honestly.
No, I disagree. I actually think that the Boston will win. When you look at the last 12 playoff games between these two teams,
Sure.
Boston has won 10 of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going with Boston, but I feel like the Yankees are the better team.
Yeah, I'm still riding with Boston on that one as well.
All right, and Moose told me he just got in and said whoever is playing Baltimore, take them, and that would be the Texans.
The Texans, okay, all right. Best of luck.
Hey, listen, he said he got tied up at work, which is why he's not watching the show.
I
So
gotcha.
just so that you know, it's Scott and Paul who are both your guys.
I'll send Scott a message real quick. See if he's.
Yeah, I mean, you could text it to me later. Paul's probably going to be on tomorrow. So there you go. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further either, Robert. I agree. I'm ready for the Yankees to be done. When I'm hoping they are.
That's fair.
Really, I just wanted so Frankie can just be sad for a while. That's really what I want. I just want Frankie to be sad.
That's hilarious. You know, and Keith, because you're retired now, you have the time to drive there.
Don't make me get my pickup truck.
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, so just Scott and Paul.
Just Scott and Paul are who's left. Everybody else is covered.
Nice.
For the most part. And I
Did you find it?
No.
That's the
Oh.
Yeah, I got excited. I was like, I think I got no. I don't have anything.
That tells me Pax needs to do organizational stuff in his house. I feel like you're
trust me about it. I'm right there with you. That part I am in agreement with.
I feel like tomorrow should be an organization day.
No, tomorrow I ain't got the time at all.
Yeah.
I think you need a personal assistant at this point.
That.
Yes.
I need that. I need one, maybe a few of those.
Yes.
I feel like you need an assistant.
That are amazing and free.
Yeah, especially the last. I
The
can
free
even,
part.
I can even deal with like okay and
The
free.
free.
So how is it? So how, you know what? Because I haven't asked about this. How is selling protein?
It's cool. Whatever. I'm actually. They're gonna have me do another brand. So they're trying to set that up. And it's going to be for the No Bull shoes. And so that is Tom Brady's brand. So
No bull. Like
No
no
bull.
bullshit.
that is exactly what it stands for. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So in
I
theory,
hear they're comfortable. I heard they were comfortable from Dustin, who doesn't own a pair, but just he heard that they were comfortable. So maybe I will buy one pair.
yeah. So I'll let you know when that comes together. But yeah, so that should be interesting. I don't know. I haven't worn them either, but it sounds like they're going to send me a free pair of shoes. So, I'm not mad at that.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
So, we'll see. We'll see how they do.
Are
I
they going
wouldn't
to be in
mad at
silver
that.
and black for the Raiders colors?
I mean, oddly enough, because I looked online, that kind of is the color of a lot of their shoes. Is just like, black, white, silver.
Are they
Like
just regular tennis shoes, or are they cleats or something? Or
No, just normal
normal
tennis
shoes?
shoe. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
just yeah. Like there's nothing special about them other than they just say "No Bull" in like huge letters on the side, which seems a little ridiculous, but whatever. But I mean, whatever. I'm not overly particular about my shoes anyway. So
Yeah, I just never heard of that before.
I am.
For me, I don't get to be right. Like they, like there's some brands that just don't fit my feet very well because my feet are wide. I wear a 13, which
Me
you wouldn't
too.
think because I'm not tall, but for whatever reason, I got these huge feet, which mean I have really good balance. The whole weeble and wobble, but you don't fall down thing.
But you know what they call a guy with big hands and big feet?
Yeah, they wear big socks
Clowns.
and big gloves. Yeah, right. Pretty much. Yeah, so it's yeah. So where I was going with that though is the shoes that you look at that like stylistically you're like, oh man, that's a good looking shoe. Yeah, they always show you that shoe in like a size 8 where it does look good. And then you stretch that thing out to a 13, you're like, that thing is hideous. So I'm not overly particular. I just need one that actually fits my foot and doesn't look like bowling shoes.
Yeah, they do look like just like regular tennis shoes, but man, they charge you like $150 for them things.
Yeah, but I mean, they charge you $150 for any shoes now.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's all going.
Go to
that is-
Walmart and you can get the $75 shoes.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, a C note is an adult dollar now. Like that
It
just
really is. I
like
mean,
that. It's unfortunate, but that's kind of where we're at. Like if you leave your house, it's $300.
oh,
like, if I-
easily.
If I walk
Easily.
out to my car, it costs me $300. I don't even know how. You're just like, as soon as you step outside, all you hear is ching, and you're like, wait a minute.
Why?
And on that note, we're out.
We are out. That good enough. Thanks for playing along with us today. We appreciate you being here. If you haven't, please like and subscribe. Helps us bring our stuff to you. Otherwise, we're going to get out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow. These two were taking time off because, yeah, they suck. All right, we're out of here. Take it easy, guys.
Ladies